Hi, I'm Jenny Jewell, a retired emergency dispatcher. Welcome to Call Autopsy, where we listen to a 911 call and I help you break it down. This one comes from the Santa Clara-Ivins Public Safety from their PD. And this is the call when Ruby Franke's son escaped and went to the neighbor's house. So I'm sure a lot of you have already heard it. We're not going to do a full listen through. We're going to just go right in and break it down. So let's go ahead and start giving this a listen.
On the address of your emergency.
Awesome. So 911, what is, the address of your emergency is there where, which is the flow I'm used to.
Okay, and the phone number you're calling from. Tell me exactly what's happened.
Okay, so they went kind of into the who and now they're getting into the what.
I just had a 12-year-old boy show up here at my front door asking for help. And he's said he just came from a neighbor's house, and we know there's been problems at this neighbor's house. He's emaciated, he's got tape around his legs, he's hungry, and he's thirsty.
All right, you put everything that he's saying into the call so that that's documented.
Okay. Is your door locked?
No, I'm sitting outside with him on the front patio.
Okay, cool.
And he asked us to call the police.
What's
So
your
he's
name?
very afraid. What's your last name? He's 12 years old. Yes.
Okay, and
So we're getting more of the who. So again, the name is cut out.
can you ask him his date of birth?
Can you tell me your birthday?
Okay, and are the neighbors out of their home, or is anybody looking?
So we're already into additional details. So right now, so we have the where, the what, and the who. Additional details, again, are to keep your officers and responders safe. So everything that she asked from that point forward is to help them be aware of the surroundings and what's going on there.
From that you can see?
No. Our homes are far enough away. I'm not sure. How did you get out of the house? He says you just left through the porch at the neighbor's house. Her name is Jody Hildebrandt, and she lives 2 doors up the street.
So that helps them with more of locating the place where he came from, which is important for what they end up doing.
Yeah, out here in Cayenne, the houses are far apart, so he walked just under a block to get to our house. He rang my doorbell and asked me to call the police.
Does he seem to be under the influence of drugs or alcohol?
And yes, it's a weird question to ask. Do you think a 12-year-old is on drugs or alcohol? It's inside the CAD. You have to ask. You can't not ask. If it says, ask this question, you got to find a way to ask that question. So that's why.
I don't think so, but he's very thirsty, and
Need an ambulance?
I don't think he needs an ambulance. I'll let the cops decide that, but his ankles are taped up, and he won't tell us why.
Okay.
But he has duct taped around each ankle. Yeah, there's sores around them. I think there's a good chance he's been. Oh, and he has them around his ankles. I mean, his wrists as well. Okay, this boy has been. This kid has obviously been.
All right. So you're hearing again the realization of the neighbor that this child was being tortured at home. So this is kind of where you might have a second patient here, technically. So you gotta get this under control. You can't let him go off the handle.
I think he's been detained. He's obviously covered in wounds.
Okay. Let's get the paramedics headed over that way, okay?
And you notice the shift of tone. She's trying to comfort him, not just because human beings should comfort each other, which you'd think would be intuitive, it's not, but also to help keep control of the call. If she can show empathy and bring him in so that he's paying attention and listening, that's all that she can do with him at that point, to help gently keep control of the call.
Oh, that's a good idea, too.
Let's see.
And yes, indeed, you're going to want medical.
Has he told you where his mom or dad are?
Haven't asked him that. Yeah. You know where your mom is? Yeah, I'm sure that doesn't matter, son. Do you know where your mom and dad are?
Well, actually, I don't know where my mom is, but I do know where my dad is. He's not anywhere here.
He says he knows where his mom is, but
So it's a little different. So the older guy heard it in reverse because what he actually said, again, he knows where his dad is. He just doesn't know where his mom is.
He doesn't know where his dad is.
that's correct.
So yeah, miscommunications can happen. If she couldn't hear what was going on in the background, she wouldn't have picked up on that. She would have to trust the caller to tell her.
Is his mom home?
He just says he doesn't live around here.
Okay.
He doesn't know where she is right now.
Does he know his mom's name?
What's your mom's name? Ruby Franke?
And so this is definitely, all the PD stuff that you would want to have in the CAD. You'd almost treat this as a crime because it technically is a crime. It's a crime. So the things that it asks for might change a little bit depending on the categories that you put in there.
Ruby Franke is his mom's name.
Okay. How do you spell the last name?
Franke.
And that's perfect because if you don't know, don't guess, get them to spell it for you.
Okay. And does she live in the area?
No, I'm not sure where she lives. He's trying to help us, but he's
That's okay. We don't want to stress him out too much. The officers will go over all these questions with him anyway.
Fantastic. So good pre-arrival on that. Because again, the real important thing is to make sure he's calm enough to actually want to talk to police.
I just want to stay on the phone with you until we get some help there, okay?
yeah.
What's your name?
My name is
Can you ask him if any other children were in the home he came from?
okay.
And again, additional details, but also medical might also be asking. So it sounds like she's already in the mutual, or at least trying to set up a mutual call with medical.
Was there any other kids up at Jody's house? Anybody else?
Are they tied up as well?
So they're able to walk around the house and everything. Well,
I like the way that he translates what she said to the child in a way that he can understand it. So really well done.
okay. He says everything's fine with him. He says what's happened to him is his fault.
Okay, so this is where my blood boils and it makes me so upset. No, none of this was his fault. And for an adult to make a child feel like this is their fault is just the most evil freaking thing on the planet. No, don't blame children for adult problems. Don't take out your adult problems on children. They're children. And, yeah, it's not good.
They're coming to you as quick as they can, okay?
Okay, yeah.
Really well.
Yeah,
I just want to make sure.
He's fine. I've got him sitting here. My wife, he got him water and giving him something to eat because he's hungry and just a young man. He's hearing his stocking feet. So he escaped.
Well, I'm glad that he was able to make it to
They're on their way.
he could be safe. They should just be pulling up now. Let me know when they're with you, okay?
Will do. I hear a car, but they're not coming on the driveway. Is Jody up there right now? Okay. Jody Hildebrandt is up there right now.
Which is good to know in case that's going to be a safety issue for when the police go up there.
Okay.
So she may come looking for him here soon, but she's not going to, obviously. We need the cops here as soon as possible.
I'm just asking where he is now.
Yeah, she's a bad lady. We didn't
That's almost an understatement there.
realize how bad.
Okay, let's see. I'm just asking where he is. Well, it sounds like he's making a phone call real quick to his sergeant. He is going to head up.
Okay. All right. Well, if we have to take him inside the house, we will. We're just sitting outside right now because we have.
Which is great. So I'm glad they're actually treating it like a higher profile call, because that's what it turns out to be. So yeah, get your sergeant on this, man. Score. These people are on it. Very, very proud of how they did things here.
Chairs out here, and it was convenient.
That's okay. If anything, he's sitting out down your driveway and keeping an eye on the house. So if that's where you feel safe, that's where the child feels safe. And let's just stay where you're at.
Exactly. So you're going to want them where they feel safe. Don't have them go out in the open if they don't feel safe enough to do that. Things like that. Awesome job.
Yeah,
You're
I
on
think
the
we're
front
doing
porch.
this. Yes.
Does he have anything with him?
But, no, he's wearing a long sleeve shirt and shorts, and it's way too big for him.
Can you tell me what color the shirt and shorts
Okay, the ambulance is here,
are? Okay.
so
Are they with you?
no, they're just not getting out of the truck.
Okay.
Okay,
I'll go ahead and I'll let you go then. You did a great job.
okay, thank you.
Thanks, Mike.
Bye.
Fantastic. All right. So with this, the scene being secure, they're going to let medical in to take care of the boy, but they're also going to have police there. I haven't looked at the body cam footage, but I imagine that is normally how that would go, because it sounds like they gave clearance for medical to come in, but that also means that they're going to be escorted. Really, really intense, man. But high profile garbage, you're going to want to definitely reach out. I'm glad they did that, because that would save their little tookuses later, because you got to have it treated in a very specific way if it's going to go off the rails, which this sounds like it could have if it wasn't treated properly. So, yeah, good job. But with that, guys, let's celebrate the person who is brave enough to call, with the chance that somebody crazy's down the street. Let's give him a big thought hug, because, he was definitely affected by this. And how about that call receiver, potentially call receiver dispatcher, from what I was hearing, doing such a great job. Just follow the CAD. The tools are there, man. Just, do the job. Ask the questions, follow the CAD. Ask the questions, follow the CAD. And then, again, you got to keep control of the call. So that's where all your techniques come in. But yeah, really good job. With that, guys, please take care. Stay safe. Don't be naughty. And until next time, bye-bye.